Hey, how are you? Making this quick video on how to get insurance carrier appointments and also alliances. These are probably some of the most common questions I get because it is such a vital part to setting up your agencies. You need insurance carrier appointments. So let's dive into it. So first of all, what is an insurance carrier appointment? It's a contract between you and the company. It allows you to sell their policy and they'll pay you a commission in return. So what is an alliance now? An alliance is basically a group of agencies or agency owners that come together and form a master agency or master group, whatever you want to call it, or cluster. And together they go and they get these contracts to different companies, because a lot of these companies require a certain volume requirement or production, essentially. And if you can't fulfill those, you might lose your appointment. So you come together with all these other agencies, and now you can access all of them. The problem with that, and I'll give you a little bit of logistics behind it, insurance alliances or clusters also typically charge you commission splitting because they're giving you access, and also monthly fees possibly, and sometimes even an initial membership fee to start up working with them. So there is a certain level of buy-in that you have to work with them. So in order to get, let's just say you do go into an alliance, now you can have access to these companies. A lot of times what happens is they give you appointment, like small, easy appointments with companies that are easier to get right off the bat. That kind of gives you some access, ball rolling with direct appointments where you make your full commission and don't have to work through them to that master agency to get your commission split. So you get some handed to you, a couple easy direct appointments where you don't split, you take the whole pot home, and that's all for you. And little by little, as you start to kind of prove yourself and start to sell more through, let's just say you want really progressive, and progressive is through the master agency where they split it, let's just call it 80-20 with you. And now you really want progressive, and you've been selling a lot of progressive, you're kind of building up some rapport. You have a lot of policies with progressive. Now, even though they're through the master agency, they were you that sold them. Now you're kind of building up more rapport. That kind of gives you more credibility when it's time to ask for a direct appointment. Once it's the right time, you want to have to kind of prove yourself first. So that's my suggestion there, is to, if you really want something and you really want a certain carrier and that's the most competitive in your state and you feel you like that product the most, really just sell them. Even though there's a couple other carriers that might have direct appointments and here you're getting split because it's like 80-20 with the master agency, I would still go through that one and kind of build up rapport. Also, guys, be proactive. Like, you should go out and hit up progressive and see if you can get the direct appointment, even if you're being told you can't. Be proactive. You're an agency owner. You have control of your business and your destiny too. So go and hit up all the companies that you want and see if you can possibly get those direct appointments on your own. The worst thing that can happen is they say no. So just make sure that if you do make that leap and you do get the direct appointment, just be confident that you can provide the volume and the production that they want. Because I personally haven't experienced this, but I've heard this from other agencies that kind of pull back and stop selling as much with progressive, for example, and then progressive will pull away their appointment. Or I'm just using them as an example. I'm not saying that they do, but they might pull away their appointment because they're just not selling enough. So you don't want to lose that appointment. You work hard, you make a lot of money here, so you got to make sure that you work hard for those and you keep their bellies filled. So I'll tell you guys quickly just a little story about myself. There was a company, it's exactly the experience, and that's why I suggest this, because I was doing the same thing. There was a company I really wanted, and I had other companies I had direct appointments with, but I would make more money, but I kept selling this certain company through my alliance master agency for years. And I was being told there's no way, the appointment was very, very difficult to get. It was going to take a long time. And I just stayed persistent. I said, I'm going to keep selling. It was a good product. I believe in the product. I'm a big believer in this company, and I can't share name dropping, but I just kept working at it and chipping away at it, and I put together a nice book with that company. And then finally, when it was time to start handing out some appointments, they looked at my agency and they said, hey, these guys have been producing fairly well. Also had, some good recommendations for me because we're working hard. We're trying to grow something big here, so they put a good word in for us, and luckily they gave us the appointment, and just overnight those revenues went from splitting with the master agency to having a direct appointment. Revenues just instantly will go up for the agency, so it's great news and it's fantastic. So really grateful for that to happen. It was probably one of the most exciting days I've had here because I'd worked at it for years trying to get that, and I finally got it. So that was a great day. And that's why I share this experience with you, because I think maybe if you can get in a similar position where you find something you really want, you work at it, and you get it, then that would make me super happy because I told you my story and that's how it worked out. But that's all I got. So hopefully that did help a little bit. And if you ever do find some success in something like this, shoot me an email. I'd love to hear like the success stories and people growing. So yeah, if you have ever talked to me and you've ever had some benefit from this video, shoot me an email and tell me your success story. And also, my one ask from you is please like and please subscribe to the channel if you're not already, because that helps us continue to make quality content and provide as much value as I possibly can to you. And really grateful for everybody watching already. So guys, hopefully that was helpful, and I will see you guys at the top. Peace.